Hi everyone, it's Monica and I am back with another pregnancy update for you guys. So, yesterday I hit my 12 weeks. Actually, I thought I was 11 weeks and 6 days yesterday, and then I went to my ultrasound appointment and she said that I was actually 12 weeks. So, I guess my due date now is adjusted to just a day early. Um, and so yeah, really exciting. Like I'm really happy to actually film this video because I have been feeling so much better, guys. So if you are pregnant like me, and if you are in your first trimester and you're going through like nausea, food aversions, like just like no energy symptoms, hang in there. I hope that you guys will get over that soon. I thought it was lasting forever with me. Not to say that I'm feeling 100%. I mean, I still have waves of nausea, like mostly at nighttime now, but nothing too crazy. Last week we went to New York, and it was actually perfect timing because I was able to eat other foods again, like the normal foods that I would eat like before I got pregnant. Like I had some oats, I'm having omelette now, and I'm having like just like eggs, just like all the foods that I used to eat, like I can eat again. And that is just like such a great thing for me because if you were watching my previous videos, like from I think week, maybe I would say it started like from sixth week up until just before I hit 11 weeks. I could only stomach um, to eat rice and meat and cold water. Like that was it. Like I would eat vegetables. Like I could eat like mushrooms, like bok choy, um, a little bit of kale, but it was always what made my nausea go away would be rice and some type of salty like meat and stuff. So I was kind of getting sick of eating like the same thing, like rice and meat. Although, like when I eat it, I feel better. But now that I can eat other foods again, I'm really getting excited because I feel like I am slowly getting back to my food blogging. I haven't blogged another, like, I haven't filmed another, like, food recipe or anything, but at least I feel like I can go on Instagram again and actually look at food and actually appreciate them and comment and, just connecting with my followers and just my like other foodie friends, my other food bloggers that I know, because for the past like the first trimester for sure I was just like MIA, or just like would comment or like, but very rare. And now I'm a lot more energetic, and I just feel good because I have a toddler at home. This is baby number 2. So if you guys are pregnant as well and you already have kids, you know how hard it is, especially when they're home with you. um, like just feeling guilty not being able to do activities with them and all that because like you're super tired, or you're just feeling like just like you're about to puke your lungs out. I don't know. Like I never actually puked, but I've always had this like feeling of like, oh, like I just feel sick, like I don't know. But like thank God that I didn't really throw up or anything, because my main concern was throwing up like my multivitamins or like my prenatal vitamins, because I know the baby needs that a lot. Um, what else? So, oh yeah, during my so I'm 12 weeks yesterday. So during my 11th week, a little bit, maybe a little bit on the 10th actually, and a little bit on the 11th. It was 3 times that happened. The only thing, yeah, that's the thing. Like I am kind of being like forgetful. So 3 times that it happened, I forgot the stove on. Like I left it on and thinking I left it off. Like it was so weird. It's like I'm like one of those like, I'm always like looking at the stove, like making sure it's off because, well, you don't want to burn your house down. So 3 times that it happened. So it wasn't, I think the last one was yesterday. I finished cooking and I swear I looked at that knob and like I saw it was on 0 or like off. It's like, okay, good to go. Good thing I had taken the pan off of the stove. Like I transferred it over to the next one. And then when I was doing dishes, I was like, why is it red? I'm like, oh my God. So I turned it off. But anyway, I have to be more, I have to be really careful of that. Energy wise, I am definitely starting to feel my old self again. Waking up, I'm able to wake up with no problems. Although it's a little bit harder to wake up these days just because it's fallish now here in Ottawa or here in Canada. But the energy is definitely there. I can sleep through the night now. Sometimes I don't even need to use the washroom anymore, like at nighttime. Like I don't need to wake up. So I've noticed that for like about a week now, that I would have some nights that I would just sleep through the night. The only thing is when I sleep on my left, sometimes I would switch on the right, and that's no problem. Like both ways I feel comfortable sleeping. I seem to lean more towards my left than the right, but either way, like I still could sleep either way. What else? I am using a pregnancy pillow that helps a lot. And craving. There's not much craving. Here and there I would crave protein, but I'm really trying not to give into it yet. Like I wanna actually get it and eat it when I cannot help it anymore, because protein is not really the healthiest for you. But if that day comes when I really can't help myself, then I will go for it. What else? Sweets, not so much. But when we were traveling to New York, we had a meal and then they had a dessert menu, and we just had this like chocolate lava cake with vanilla ice cream. We had that. I had that, and I thought it was good. But like I eat it, but I have to say it wasn't like I'm like, oh my God, this is so delicious. This is so good. Like I'm just loving this. Like it's not like that. Like guys, like I know you're thinking like, okay, like you're overreacting. But honestly, as a foodie, if you're a foodie, you know how passionate we get about food when we're eating our food. If we're craving anything and then we get to eat it, like we get pretty passionate about it. Anyway, you're probably thinking I'm crazy if you're not a foodie. But anyway, that's that for sweets. So I have a few things like that's like, let's say watermelon. Watermelon is like my all-time favorite fruit, and we have some in the fridge. But for me right now, like looking at it, it doesn't appeal to me. But once I have it, I can eat it. But again, it's not like, oh yes, this is just what I needed. Like it's not like that. But I would still eat it. Like say if I am hungry and I just want to eat something fairly decent rather than just carbs, so I would grab that. But don't get me wrong, like I eat carbs every day since this pregnancy. I just feel like for me, like that's like the best food for me, that like when I'm hungry and I need to eat something, like salads just won't cut it. Like sometimes the other night we did have some kale salad. That was really good, but I got hungry like after like half an hour. I'm like, I need something else. What else do I have to tell you guys? I don't think I took notes this time, but as you can tell, like with this video, if you've watched my other videos, you guys, like I was actually editing some of my videos because now that I am 12 weeks, I'm slowly starting to tell my friends and family. I'm just so excited because it's so hard to keep it as a secret. So I'm starting to tell them, and I haven't told my mom yet because there's not a good time for her because um, it just doesn't work every time I call her. But so I'm hoping today that I can tell her about it. But I won't be telling like the rest of the world in terms of like posting on social media and all that. I probably won't be doing that until another 2 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, like I'm just like that. I want to tell, I'd like to tell like the nearest and dearest first, and then yeah. So lately, so since I got my ultrasound yesterday, if you guys have heard of the nub theory, if you're pregnant, you probably have researched it. So I've looked it up online. I mean, because of course, like who doesn't want to know? I mean, one of the most exciting things about like, you know, like being pregnant, like obviously you're just excited to know the gender and all that. But you know what? At the end of the day, as long as our babies are healthy, happy and healthy baby, that's all we care about. But let's not lie, we want to know the gender. So I can't really tell from this, from the ultrasound. I will show it to you guys, but I will show it to you guys, and if you guys could guess, please, please, please comment down below and let me know what you think. Okay, so this is the ultrasound. Okay, you can tell. So this is the nub, but I just couldn't tell because they say that the back, the spine has to be straight, and I'm not really sure. Like you see how there's this empty because it's black, so I can't really tell whether the baby, he or she, is like lying flat on his or her back. So I can't really tell. Like, what do you guys think? Hopefully you can see it clearly. So that is the nub. That's 12 weeks ultrasound. What do you guys think? Boy or girl? So yeah, I mean, I was just so happy to be at that ultrasound appointment because I get to hear the heartbeat. I was with Maya, with my daughter, and it was just so special. Terry couldn't make it because my appointment was too early and he couldn't leave work that early, but that was fine. I mean, and then what else? Yeah, so it was really hard to, like, honestly, this is the downside of it. So I went for my ultrasound, and the sonographer, she was so nice, but she did everything so fast. I think I was in and out of there. Like, I was still like trying to absorb and just like trying to process, like, you know, because yesterday was the first time I went for my ultrasound, the first time that I heard the baby's heartbeat and all that, and she was just talking fast in like a very excited manner. I mean, which like I could appreciate, but at the same time I'm like, oh my god, like I feel like I missed that. Like, and then at the same time I have my daughter here and she was kind of playing, so I'm like, Maya, stop. And then I'm looking, oh no, just sit, baby. And I'm looking, and then I feel like it happened so fast, and like thinking back now, like I wish I had told her, like, could you slow down? But anyway, so that was my 12-week appointment. They made me do a blood work yesterday, but they won't find out the results until like another 2 weeks. The sonographer said that we can't really give you the results. Your doctor will tell you, but what I can tell you is that so far the measurements, what we're looking for, is what I can see, you know, on this ultrasound. So that makes me feel a bit better. But pray for me, guys, that everything is well. Like once my blood work is back. Do you guys want to see the belly bump? Okay, I'll show you guys. It is there for sure. It is there for sure. See, it's like sticking out. getting wide, that's for sure. Yeah. And then what else? Boobs are sore. Yeah. And what else? Yeah, energy level is there. And what else? Like maternity pants, like yes, like I have some pants that don't fit anymore. I'm actually looking into getting like a pair of maternity jeans for like the whole pregnancy. Like I won't go crazy because obviously not like I can wear that after a pregnancy. I'm still taking my prenatal vitamins, which is the Materna. I take it at nighttime just in case I get that feeling again of like nausea, like after taking it, then at least I know it's nighttime. I'm at home, I'm not going anywhere. So, yeah, so in terms of, I know, like I read that you're really advised to take the prenatal from before conception, as early on as you know that you're trying to get pregnant. In my case, wasn't really, I don't know, I wasn't really like planning on it, but like as soon as I found out I was pregnant right on the fourth week, that's when I took it. And then I heard or I read that it is advised to take it before that until 12 weeks. But I think what I would do, I think I would just keep taking it because they're vitamins anyway. So I think it's good for me to just have that like all through pregnancy. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that, and that's also what I did with my first pregnancy. Um, what else? I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. If you guys have any questions, like guys, like just comment on the section down below, and I'll answer any questions you may have. If you are pregnant like me, congratulations. If you are still going through those nasty symptoms, hang in there. I really hope that you're on your way to your old self again, just like I mean, I hope I'm not speaking too soon, but I just feel good. And it's crazy because I was getting pretty depressed like during my early first trimester, because I was just not feeling myself. I felt so useless. I just felt guilty, like, having a toddler at home and not doing much. But like, it was one of those days as I was just dragging, like, just like making it through the day kind of, mentality. And that's not always good. But at the same time, like, if you're going through those symptoms, there's really not much you can do. It's very hard to fake being energetic, everything's good, and then but you're like dying inside. Like that's hard work. So hopefully if you're still there, hopefully you have support. And that in my case it was pretty hard because although like I do tell Terry that, oh, like I feel this, I feel that, like I try not to like say too much. I just say like, what I'm currently feeling. Oh, like I feel nauseous and all that. But even though we tell our spouse that, like, about our first trimester, the truth of the matter is they're not the one experiencing it. So even if you tell them, they don't really get it. That's just how it is. You know what I mean? And we can't blame them for that because they're just not in that situation. So, but I'm hoping that, that in your guys' case, that your husband or your partner or your spouse is pretty understanding and doesn't, doesn't cause like, because I heard like for some couples it becomes like this fight, how like the man's just, oh, you're just using this as an excuse. Like, ladies, let me tell you, if someone tells you that, don't even bother with it. Like, honestly, we all know that's not the case. But yeah, again, just hang in there. If you've seen my other videos, you'll see, you can compare my attitude from like this video and from my previous. I was actually laughing when I was editing my video because I was like, I think it was like, what was it? Sixth week. I think I was 6 weeks pregnant, I think, and I was doing this video. And so I was editing this morning And I was talking like this. Hi guys. So yeah, the nausea is still there. And I was like, oh my god, like this is just so painful to watch. But at the same time, that is this is real. Like that's how it is. So I thought at first, like, should I even like publish this? Like I don't want to put this negative vibe to my viewers and be like, why would I want to watch this? Like this is such a like a Debbie Downer. But the thing is, this is real. This is the truth. So um, so if you've seen my other videos, you compare it to this. I'm just so yeah, I'm just so happy that I'm getting back to my old self. Anyway, I'm getting redundant here. But yeah, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions regarding my pregnancy or my food blog, just let me know. Also, I am on Instagram at Monica Juno, Monica Juno. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. And I'm really hoping you guys make your vote about the gender nub theory. I know it's not 100%, it's mostly for fun because I've read some online that some of the nubs are like almost like this, like almost flat, like looking like what's supposed to be like a girl nub, and then turns out it's a boy. And I've never read the opposite, but I think it just would be fun. So I'll show it to you guys one more time. And there we go. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, see you on my next